All right, today we're going to tackle a skill that is an absolute game changer for your young writers, transcription fluency. We're going to walk through step by step exactly how to teach Georgia Standard K2.F.H.2. We'll see how to turn a simple dictation exercise into a super powerful tool for building confident automatic writers. Let's get right into it. You know this scene, right? We've all been there. A student's eyes just light up with the most brilliant story idea, but getting it down on the page, well, that's a struggle. The spelling is slow, the handwriting feels like a chore, and by the time they get one sentence out, that amazing idea has vanished. That is the exact problem this standard is designed to solve. So what's the real goal here? It's not just about neat handwriting or getting every single word spelled perfectly. The big goal, the magic word, is automaticity. We want the mechanics of writing to become so second nature, so effortless, that students can free up all that precious brain space for the really fun part, coming up with big ideas, picking just the right words, and telling their amazing stories. And this right here, this slide gets to the heart of everything. When a student isn't wrestling with how to form a B or trying to remember how to spell the, all of that mental energy can finally go into the what of their writing, not just the how. We're basically building the runway so their creativity can finally take flight. Okay, so let's get specific. Let's really break down what this standard is asking our students and us to do. We're going to look at the actual language of the standard, the key vocabulary, and see how the expectations grow from kindergarten all the way to second grade. So at its core, the standard says students need to use working memory to transcribe oral language to written text quickly and accurately. What does that really mean in our classrooms? Well, put simply, can they hear something, hold it in their head for a second, and then get it down on the page correctly and without a huge delay? It's that critical link from the ear to the brain to the hand. The key term we've got to know here is transcription. Think of it like a bridge. It's what connects hearing a sound, a word, or a whole sentence to actually writing it down correctly. This isn't just about copying from the board. It's about processing spoken language and turning it into written text. This skill is foundational for, well, all future writing. And what I love about this is how beautifully it progresses. It just makes so much sense. You see, in kindergarten, we're starting at the sound to letter level. You hear R, you write the letter R. Simple. Then in first grade, we build on that, moving to simple dictated sentences. By second grade, we're upping the ante with longer, more complex sentences. It's the perfect scaffold. So how do we know when they've got it? What does success actually look like? Well, as we're teaching this, we're keeping our eyes peeled for 4 key things. Is the letter formation legible? Are they spelling the phonics patterns we've explicitly taught correctly? Are there clear, proper spaces between the words? And can they do all of this quickly enough to keep up? These are our look-fors for mastery. Okay, now for the really practical part. The state has given us 2 fantastic tools to plan and teach this standard. Think of them as your 2 best friends for this: the strategy card and the evidence document. Let's see how they work together. The easiest way to think about it is like this. The strategy card on the left, that's your how-to guide. It literally gives you the step-by-step instructional routine. The evidence document on the right, that's your look-for guide. It shows you exactly what mastery looks like and even helps you predict common student mistakes. To teach this standard well, you absolutely need both. And this is why that evidence document is so powerful. It prepares us. It's like having a little cheat sheet. It shows us that for a kindergartner, yeah, writing run correctly is the goal. But then it gives us that awesome misconception alert. Be ready, because they're probably going to write RN. For first graders, you can bet you're going to see spacing issues. Knowing this stuff ahead of time makes our in-the-moment feedback so much more targeted and effective. Okay, this is where the rubber meets the road. We are going to put it all together and model the exact dictation routine you can use in your classroom literally tomorrow. We'll be pulling language right from those sources and using that gradual release model. We're going to follow that classic, super effective sequence: I do, we do, you do. It's simple. First, I, the teacher, will model exactly what to do. Then, we'll practice it together with a lot of support. And finally, students will get a chance to apply the skill on their own. Let's see exactly what that looks like in action. So we start with the I do. Pencils are down, all eyes are on me. As the teacher, I'm modeling and thinking aloud for them. Okay, team, watch me. My sentence is: the ship is very big. The, T-H-E, space, ship, S-H-I-P, S-H-I-P, space, is, See how I'm using my finger spaces and I'm making sure all my letters are sitting right on the line? Okay, now we shift gears to we do. All right, pencils up, it's your turn now. Listen carefully. Your sentence is, the boy ran fast. I'll say it one more time. The boy ran fast. Now, as they're writing, I am up and moving around the room, whispering feedback and giving that real-time support right where they need it. So, as I'm circulating, I spot a really common error. A student wrote fast instead of fast. Now, instead of just saying fix it, I'm going to use a quick guiding prompt. Hey, let's tap out that last word on our fingers together. F-A-S-T. What was that very last sound you heard? Yeah, t. That's it. What letter makes that sound? Perfect. Go ahead and add it right on the end. That immediate guiding feedback makes all the difference. And finally, we get to the you do. This is where students complete one more sentence all on their own. After they've had a chance to write it, I'll put the correct sentence up on the board, and this is right from the strategy card. I'll have them self-check their own work. This part is huge for building their independence, and they're checking for those same success criteria we talked about: legible letters, correct spelling, and nice, clear spacing. Of course, a great routine is one that works for all your learners, right? So let's talk for a minute about how to provide scaffolds for those who need it and extensions for those who are ready, and how this quick little activity is also a powerful assessment tool. Both of our source documents have awesome ideas for differentiation. For students who need a little more support, you could pull out letter tiles, or maybe give them some verbal cues for handwriting like curve around, pull down. And for those kids who are ready for a challenge, just dictate a sentence with a more complex phonics pattern. The best part is the routine stays the same, you just change up the content. And here is the teacher life hack. The assessment is already built right into this routine. No extra work. That final you do sentence is the perfect daily exit ticket. You can do a quick scan of their whiteboards or papers and get immediate data. In 30 seconds, you can see who's got spacing down, who's still struggling with a phonics pattern, and who might need a little extra handwriting practice tomorrow. All right, we have unpacked the standard, we've looked at the planning tools, and we have walked through the entire instructional routine. So now, let's talk about making this a reality in your classroom. My biggest piece of advice? Start small. Seriously, one sentence a day is perfect. The key is to make this a quick, consistent, daily routine. We're talking 2 to 3 minutes max. A perfect warm-up, keep it moving, provide that immediate feedback, and always, always plan with your 2 guidebooks, the strategy card for your teaching moves, and the evidence document for your look-fors. You know, it all comes down to this. When we build that transcription automaticity, we're doing so much more than just teaching handwriting and spelling. We're building that bridge that lets our students' incredible, brilliant ideas flow freely onto the page. You have the tools, your students have the ideas. Let's connect them. Just imagine the stories they are going to write once their hands can finally keep up with their amazing minds.